everyone, it is Sandra from Gracious Goodness Essentials. How are you? Now I have some friends and some beautiful people on my team who have got newborn bubbas, and they're wanting to know how they can safely use essential oils on a newborn or a very young baby. So I am here to tell you, because these oils are beautiful and they are safe, okay? But we do need to use them in the correct dilution and kind of in the correct quantities, because the last thing we need to do is overload a tiny little newborn system, okay, with lots of essential oils. Little bodies only need little amounts. So I'm going to give you my 3 favorite essential oils to use with newborns, or just with young children, okay? Lavender, Easy Air, and Digestion. I had to stop and think then for a minute. Right, we're going to start just talking about lavender. Lavender, this one right here, is absolutely beautiful. If you've smelled lavenders off the supermarket shelf and then you smell this one, you can smell the difference, okay? Now, for a young child, 1 drop is all you need. And for a newborn, 1 drop may be more than you need. So what I recommend is just finding yourself a little bowl. So this is just one from Woolies. It would have set me back a couple of dollars, okay? It doesn't have to be anything flash. And put 1 drop of essential oil in. That's it. Then to that, grab your fractionated coconut oil or a carrier of your choice and put about a tablespoon in there, okay? Give it a little swirl around. And that there is multiple uses, or like multiple doses, okay, for a young child. All I would do is I would dip my finger in and then give them a beautiful, you can smell it, give them a beautiful foot massage, a little back massage when you're trying to settle them down for a nap, bedtime, perhaps they're just feeling grumpy, it's that witching hour. It's beautiful, okay? And that's all that you need for a young child, 1 drop. And you know, that tablespoon might get you 3 or 4 different applications, okay? So that was lavender. So lavender is all things healing and soothing to the skin and to the central nervous system. So it's great when they're feeling upset, it's fine, and it's great actually when their skin is perhaps a little bit irritated, you know, like a little bit of nappy rash, and you're actually looking for something soothing to go on it. You know, you can do 1 drop, put a bit more carrier oil in there, and just apply that to baby's bottom. Absolutely lovely. So my second one that I really loved was Easy Air. So Easy Air is our respiratory blend. It's a combination of oils that are all fantastic for helping kind of open up the airways, reduce congestion and phlegm on the lungs, and just to help you breathe easy. So exactly the same principle applies here, okay? Is little goes a long way when you're talking about small children. Now, some of you might go, there's peppermint and eucalyptus in this blend, and you're not supposed to use them on kids. Let me reassure you. The adverse events that have happened with children using peppermint and eucalyptus, right, has happened in large quantities. If you look at the research, it's been when they've had mils of the stuff. Like we're talking, there's 20 drops in a mil and 5 mils. We're talking like 100 drop equivalent, kind of up their nose or right on their face where they can't get away from it. That's going to be toxic in anybody's language, let alone in a young child. I'm talking about 1 drop in a tablespoon of carrier that you might get 4 uses out of, okay? If you didn't want to have to make up a little dish each time, you could use a rollerball, but I'm all about making it simple, okay? So the other thing that you could do is you could actually just get your hand, I don't often recommend people kind of touching the orifice or like their dripper because it just, you know, it promotes germs and things like that. But this is one of those times that I do. With a clean hand, just put your hand on top, tip it upside down like that. On my hand, I've got less than a drop, okay? I grab some coconut oil, pop it on, so there's a reasonable amount on there now. Rub my hands together. It smells beautiful, but it's not overpowering. I'm more than happy to now rub my hands on the chest and the back of my young baby, all right, just to try and help them breathe easier. On the soles of their feet, perfectly fine. So just then I did like half a drop of an essential oil, or if I was using it in a dish, I would have put 1 drop in about a tablespoon, okay? So we're talking really small quantities, but it is a beautiful blend to help open up their little airways, because you've heard those snuffly little bubbas, as soon as they get a little bit of snot, it's really hard for them. Okay, it's beautiful. This is a safe one to diffuse in their bedrooms as well, if you have a diffuser. But if not, your hands and a little bit of carrier oil is all that you need. My third favourite is Digestin. Those of you that know me know just how much I love this blend. It is gorgeous. It has cardamom and ginger and caraway and anise and tarragon and fennel. Beautiful, beautiful essential oils. Exactly the same principle, guys. 1 drop in a little bowl with a tablespoon of carrier, half a drop just in the palm of my hand with a bit of carrier oil, and then rubbed clockwise direction, okay, on baby's belly. And we always go clockwise when we're talking about digestive system and poo and intestines and things like that, because that's the direction that our body actually likes to move inside of us, okay? So when you've got that unsettled, grumpy little bubs, or you know that they've got to do a poo and it's just not coming yet, half a drop of Digestin on your hand with some carrier oil, 1 drop in a bowl with more carrier oil so you can get multiple uses. And the tip with essential oils, as always, is a little often is better than a whole heap just once, okay? So you get the effect through consistency. And trust me, these work, they are pure, they are natural, and they are fantastic for your baby and for you. Just enjoy them, experiment with them, and use them safely and use them carefully, okay? They are potent and they are brilliant. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to post a comment below. I will try and answer them. There's some great blogs that doTERRA have put out about safe dosing for both children and for adults, about dilution and all those types of things, and I'd be happy to link them for you. Have fun and enjoy those bubbas. And for those of you that know me that have got them, I can't wait for cuddles. See ya.